Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Franchise Frenzy, the finale. Now, this is going to be parts 12 through 15, and we'll talk a little bit about 16. But let's get started. So, in part number 12, we have 5 franchises left. And coming in at number 5 is Camp Blood 666, part 2. This was pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad. Coming in at number 4 is Witchcraft 12. I've always liked this franchise, and I like part 12 a lot. It's a lot of fun. All right, coming up at number 3 is the Friday the 13th remake. I like this movie. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. My daughter took me to see it for Father's Day, and it's just a fun movie. Not one of my favorites in the Friday the 13th franchise, but I do like it. Coming up at number 2 is Puppet Master Axis Termination. This is a lot of fun. I wish they would have spaced out the puppet action a little bit more between Axis Rising and Axis Termination, because I think that would have made Axis Rising a little bit better. But this one has great colors and great puppet action. So, yeah. And number 1 is Halloween Kills. So good, so violent, and I just love this movie. It's fantastic. And from there, we're going to move on to part 13s. Okay, moving right along. For part 13s, we have 3 franchises left. And coming in at number 3 is Witchcraft 13. Now, a lot of things get tied up in this with Will Spanner and with some of the other characters in the franchise. And this one's just a lot of fun. And at number 2 is Puppet Master The Littlest Reich. This movie is awesome. The kills are great. I like the new take on the puppets. And to me, it's just a good movie. Really fun. Which leaves number 1, and that is Halloween Ends. What I consider to be a masterpiece. And that is my number 1. Coming up next will be part 14s. All right, for part 14s, we are down to 2 franchises left. And coming in at number 2 is Witchcraft 14. Now, this is when the series takes a little bit of a low budget turn, even more of a low budget turn, I guess I should say. But they're still really fun films. And coming in at number 1 is Blade, the Iron Cross. This one was a little bit weird. I'm going to try to keep it short, but this was a little bit weird for me because I always liked this film. I feel like I like it more now after watching the end of the Puppet Master series, Axis Termination, of course, Axis of Evil, Axis Rising, and then Axis Termination. I feel like this movie goes a lot better when you've rewatched them. So I like it even more now. So yeah, that's my number 1. Coming up will be our last part 15s. Okay, guys, ranking the 15s. We are still down to 2 franchises left. And coming in at number 2 is Witchcraft 15. There's actually 16 movies in this collection. and I really like them. It's just a fun franchise to watch for me. I don't understand the hate that they get. Are they the best movies ever? No, but they're definitely entertaining, and I don't know. I just like them. And that is Witchcraft 15. And coming in at number one is Puppet Master, Dr. Death. This blew me away. I was so excited to hear that Puppet Master was getting another entry. But then when I heard it was Dr. Death, who is my favorite of the retro puppet figures, he was getting his own spinoff. I was so excited. So, yeah, Dr. Death is awesome. Really good film. And it comes in at number one. And just to mention, part 16, there's only one franchise left. So, not counting it, but just to show that, Joe and I were thorough, we watched it. It is Witchcraft 16. Only one made it to 16. And obviously there's no way we can rank it, so just completing our franchise frenzy challenge. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has participated. Thank you to Joe for coming up with this challenge. And remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time, peace.